What is suffering? We all know what it feels like, but have you ever stopped to ask what it actually is? Is suffering the loss of a relationship? Is it failure? Is it rejection? Think about this. Two people lose their jobs on the same day. One spends the evening updating his resume, calling friends, making plans. The other cannot sleep. His mind races. How will I tell my family? What will people think? My life is over. The event was the same. The suffering was not. If suffering were in the event itself, both people would suffer equally. So perhaps suffering does not come from what happens. Perhaps it comes from something else. Then why can't we let painful events go? Why does one sentence spoken years ago still echo in our minds? A woman discovers her husband has been unfaithful. Years later, she has rebuilt her life. She has a new home, new friends, a new beginning. Yet every now and then, one question quietly returns. Why wasn't I enough? Notice carefully. She is no longer suffering because of the affair. She is suffering because of what the affair seemed to say about her. Or imagine a man who spent 30 years building a company. One day he is replaced. People tell him, "You'll find something else." But that is not what hurts. What hurts is waking up the next morning and not knowing who he is without the title he carried for decades. Can you see it? The event has passed. Something inside is still holding on. Why? Because forgiveness has not happened. And why has forgiveness not happened? Because something still feels wounded. But what exactly is wounded? Look, honestly, is it the image we carry of ourselves? I am a good husband. I am a successful businessman. I am someone people admire. I am someone who deserves loyalty. When life contradicts that image, we feel wounded. Now ask another question. Why is this image so fragile? Why does it need constant protection? Because every day we are trying to improve it. We polish it. We defend it. We compare it. We worry about how other people see it. Think about an ordinary day. You meet an old friend. After the conversation, your mind quietly asks, "Did I sound intelligent?" You post a photograph. An hour later, you check to see how many people liked it. Someone at work receives recognition. Without even choosing to, your mind compares. Notice how automatic it is. The image is always asking, "Am I enough now?" But can that image ever become perfect? Suppose today everyone praised you. Tomorrow someone criticizes you. The image changes again. Suppose today you feel attractive. 10 years pass. The body changes. The image changes again. Suppose today you are successful. Tomorrow the market crashes. The image changes again. Anything that depends upon changing conditions can never provide lasting security. Then what is this image actually made of? Look carefully. It is made of your body, your face, your age, your memories, your achievements, your failures, your profession, your relationships, your history. All of these together create the feeling, this is me, but every one of them changes. How can something constantly changing become the foundation of permanent peace? It cannot. Then judgment becomes inevitable. If this image is my identity, I must constantly measure it. Better than, worse than, more successful, less successful, beautiful, ordinary, accepted, rejected. The mind becomes a judge because it is trying to perfect an image that can never be perfected. And wherever there is judgment, fear quietly follows. If I see myself as successful, I fear failure. If I think of myself as attractive, I fear aging. If I think I'm respected, I fear criticism. Every judgment secretly creates something to lose. Can you see why the mind never rests? It is guarding an identity that feels permanently under threat. Now a very important question arises. Who exactly is this me that needs so much protection? Before we spend another day defending it, shouldn't we first discover what it actually is? Don't answer from memory. Don't answer from philosophy. Look directly. Right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Without imagination, what do you actually experience? Perhaps pressure where you are sitting, a sensation in your hands, the movement of the breath, sounds, thoughts. Now ask yourself, Where is the complete body you have believed yourself to be? Can you experience your entire body directly? Or do sensations simply appear in different places while the mind quietly says, "This is my body"? Open your eyes. You can see your hands. Perhaps your legs. Can you see your face? Can you see the back of your head? Can you see your heart? Or does the mind complete the picture from memory? Again, do not believe me. Just observe. Even more important, who is aware of these sensations? The sensations come and go. Thoughts come and go. Emotions come and go. The body changes throughout life. The child disappears. The teenager disappears. The adult grows older. Everything changes. Yet something has remained present through every experience. The simple knowing, I am. Before you say, I am happy, there is already, I am. Before, I am anxious, there is already, I am. This simple knowing does not grow older. It does not become more worthy because someone praises it. It does not become less worthy because someone rejects it. It simply knows. Like the blank page that allows every novel to be written upon it, awareness allows every experience to appear. The stories change. The page does not. Notice the difference. The person you believed yourself to be is constantly changing. Awareness is not. Then tell me, who was ever judged? The body was judged. The personality was judged. The history was judged. The image was judged. But was awareness ever judged? Can silence be insulted? Can simple presence become unworthy? Look carefully. The judgment was always aimed at an idea, not at what you truly are. When this is clearly seen, something extraordinary begins to happen. Judgment loses its authority. The image is no longer mistaken for who you are, so there is nothing left that needs constant defense. And as judgment fades, love quietly appears. Not love as an emotion, not love as excitement, love as complete acceptance. You no longer need to become someone else before allowing yourself peace. And something surprising happens. When you no longer demand perfection from yourself, you stop demanding perfection from others. Forgiveness is no longer something you struggle to achieve. You simply understand. You see that everyone is protecting an image. Everyone is trying to become enough. Everyone is frightened of losing what they believe themselves to be. Compassion appears naturally as separation begins to dissolve. Then suffering comes to an end. Life will continue to bring challenges. Relationships will still change. Bodies will still age. Success will still come and go. But the one who believed peace depended on all of that has been seen through. What remains has always been here. Simple, silent, present. Before every thought, during every thought, after every thought, I am. Remain there. Not by holding on to it, not by making it another achievement. Simply notice that it has never left. What you have been searching for your entire life was never waiting at the end of the journey. It was the one silently aware of every step along the way.